we've touched on a lot of these topics before, that like how the balance sheet is arranged. But we'll explicitly talk about this classified balance sheet in this chapter. The accounting cycle, we've kind of been doing it, okay? These first, chapter 1 was kind of intro, but chapter 2 and 3 are parts of the accounting cycle. We're going to learn about kind of the last part of the accounting cycle and what it is. And, this is basically going to give you an overview of what an accountant does, a, how a business kind of reports their financial statements. It's in a cycle, okay? So we'll explicitly talk about what that is. I think I mentioned this before in an earlier lecture, but permanent versus temporary accounts, and we'll see why that's useful. Again, it's a little contrived because I'm going to show you how an accounting software kind of handles this, and like this accounting software really doesn't have this differentiator between temporary and permanent because it has all your accounting records since the beginning of your company, and it can kind of just look at different windows of time. But for our purposes, just conceptually, we're going to talk about what these are. Um, this is kind of the new part of this, that the new concept in this chapter is the closing process. So closing entries, we're going to talk about what those are. Again, like you'll never have to do this as an accountant. Okay, this is just a conceptual, contrived thing that you're going to do as part of your education in accounting, but you will probably never have to actually do this. Okay, it's just going to help you clarify what accounting periods are, what happens between periods, like what accounts kind of transfer over. So it will at least conceptually be helpful to understand what's going on. And then we'll introduce this post-closing trial balance. Again, another contrived thing, which you'll probably never see. And then current ratio. This is our financial ratio that we'll talk about. And then reversing entries. Now, if you ever work as like an accountant, this is actually something that you may see. Okay, so this last little ending topic, practically speaking, could be something that you're gonna deal with if you ever work as an accountant. Like if you have your own small business or if you work as a bookkeeper, you'll probably see this thing called reversing entries.